on 8 of 16. Russ with 24, Dwight 21, and Malik with 14. Let's hear from Frank Vogel. He's speaking with Mike in the media.
Frank, did you feel like you bounced back from an energy effort standpoint from the Dallas game?
I do. You know, I think our guys played hard and played together tonight. Showed a lot of fight. Wasn't good enough to get the W. You know, a few more stops and a few more, you know, made threes to go in for us, and we're talking about a different night. But, you know, I do feel like we responded and you know, played harder and played more together.
Assuming you don't know more about LeBron and AD's status from what you did pregame,
correct?
Can you, hypothetically, the way that you played tonight and adding them, could there be this? Is this kind of that last hope for finding something as you go down these last couple games?
We do feel like we're going to get them back at some point, and you know, we have to stay in the fight and we have to give ourselves a chance. You know, if we're able to get into the playing game at full strength, we know we got a shot. So, you know, this would have been a big win for us, you know, to help with the cause there. We fell short. Tomorrow's even bigger, obviously, with the head-to-head with the Pelicans, and, you know, hopefully we can get that one.
Frank, obviously this Jazz team has struggled with holding leads. Did you feel like that sequence where Malik, you know, just rims out with the three and then
would have cut it to 7
on?
Yeah, I got a clean look. You know, that was a big play, big shot. We knew if we put some pressure on them in the fourth, you know, that you know, they've had some issues with closing out games, but you know, we weren't able to, you know, to close that gap.
Frank, Russ has scored, I think, in 6 of the last 7 games, 20+, starting from that Toronto game. What have you seen from him over this stretch, and what do you kind of envisioning adding LeBron and AD back in, kind of seeing how he slides in with the way he's been playing recently?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think each month throughout the course of this season, he's gotten a little bit better and a little bit more comfortable in our system and with these teammates. You know, got a brand new group with each other, and I think he's used that time to settle in. I think he's slowing down. I think he's taking better shots, and you know, as a result, you know, like you said, his efficiency is going up, and you know, obviously, if we get Bron and AD back with Russ playing this way, you know, that's a positive sign for us. You know, so another good performance by him.
Frank, I have 2 for you. How much of what Russ is doing on a night like this, when there is no LeBron, there is no AD, how much of that is applicable? Like, do you want this level of aggressiveness, this level of offensive control, maybe when those other 2 guys are on the floor?
Yeah, I don't think it should change that much, honestly. You know, I think we want him always to be aggressive, but never to force. You know what I mean? And that applies if Bron and AD are out there, or if you know, he's got, you know, the group that we had tonight. You know, we want him to be as aggressive as we can, but to be efficient with his turnover ratio and with his shooting percentage. So, you know, that shouldn't change that much.
And then, secondly, kind of knowing where you guys are at in the standings and sort of the stakes, not only in this New Orleans game, but what you guys have in the week that follows. Are you guys any more aggressive with a player like LeBron in his recovery, a guy that, you know, does it?
Yeah,
do the rules change, I guess, at this point in
I'll leave that up to the medical team. You know, those are medical decisions. If there's any chance those guys can be out there, they will be. You know, I mean, they want to get back as quickly as they can, but you know, those are medical decisions.
Frank, the schedule makers haven't done you guys any favors coming off a long road trip, a week-long road trip, the back-to-back. How do you imagine the fatigue factor playing into tomorrow?
Can't worry about that. You know, I mean, you know, the schedule of Sunday is worse. That's the hard thing, coming out of a back-to-back into a 12:30 game. You know, that's something that's got to be looked at. But in terms of tomorrow, like we can't focus on anything that has to do with stuff that's out of our control. We got to win a game tomorrow night. So, you know, we got to get on the plane as quickly as we can. You know, get our guys back home rested, and you know, come ready to get a win tomorrow.
Lakers come back home on Friday for what may be their biggest game of the season against the Pelicans. Game time is at 7:30 here on Spectrum Sportsnet. Access Sportsnet Lakers will get you ready at 6:30.